The boxing world is buzzing with anticipation as Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. prepare to face off in a highly anticipated rematch, a clash that promises to settle the score after their controversial first encounter. The tension between the two fighters is palpable, rooted in a history that spans amateur bouts and a professional fight that ended in a disputed draw. Their rivalry reached a boiling point during the press conference for the rematch, where a heated exchange culminated in Davis shoving Roach off the stage, an act that has only intensified the stakes for their upcoming battle. The press conference itself was a study in contrasts. Both fighters displayed a surprising level of restraint for much of the event, answering questions thoughtfully and allowing each other space to speak. Davis, known for his explosive power and undefeated record, reiterated his belief that he won their first fight, a claim that drew a sharp response from Roach. "The footage is there for all to see," Roach interjected. "If I fought the way you did, I'd have lost by 5 points on the scorecards." "Cut the crap." The exchange marked a rare moment of direct confrontation during the otherwise composed event, hinting at the deep-seated animosity between the two. Davis, reflecting on the significance of the rematch, framed it as a chance to correct what he sees as a blemish on his record. "I see this rematch as an opportunity to fix my mistake," he said. "I'm the reason why he can say all this nonsense, and I'm determined to shut him up." His focus was clear, a knockout before the 9th round, a bold promise that aligns with his reputation as one of boxing's most devastating punchers. Roach, on the other hand, took a more measured approach, declining to predict a knockout but guaranteeing a victory. "I don't care much about the method of winning," he said. "I'm just promising my fans a win." The press conference took a dramatic turn during the face-off, when Davis, seizing a moment as they posed for photos, pushed Roach off the stage with force. The violent act sent shockwaves through the boxing community, sparking debates not only about the incident itself but also about the outcome of their first fight. Roach, caught off guard, was unable to retaliate before Davis disappeared from the scene, leaving the incident to dominate headlines and fuel speculation about their rematch. The first fight between Davis and Roach, which took place on March 1st, ended in a majority draw that left both fighters and their fans dissatisfied. Davis entered the bout as a heavy favorite, expected to add another knockout to his impressive 29-0 record. Roach, making his lightweight debut, was seen by many as an underdog, but he defied expectations by standing toe-to-toe with Davis for 12 rounds. The fight was marked by controversy, including a referee's mistake in the 9th round and Roach's claim that grease in his eye affected his performance. Despite an appeal from Roach's team to the New York State Athletic Commission, the draw was upheld, setting the stage for the rematch. The history between Davis and Roach adds another layer of intrigue to their rivalry. The two fought twice as amateurs, with Roach believing he was cheated in at least one of those bouts. Their first professional encounter followed a similar pattern, with Roach feeling robbed of a victory. "The core boxing fans and even the spectators across the world, man, just it shows their support," Roach said of the outpouring of sympathy he received after the draw. For him, the rematch represents not only a chance to prove himself but also an opportunity to exact revenge and solidify his place among the lightweight division's elite, alongside names like Shakur Stevenson and Vasily Lomachenko. Davis, meanwhile, is driven by a desire to reassert his dominance. Known as "Tank" for his relentless, bulldozer-like style, he has never fought a rematch or drawn a fight in his professional career. The draw against Roach was an anomaly, one that has left him eager to prove that the result was a fluke. "I'm coming with what I'll come with," Davis said, emphasizing his intent to exploit Roach's mistakes and deliver a decisive victory. His confidence is bolstered by his training regimen, which has remained consistent despite the unique challenge of facing an opponent he couldn't finish in their first meeting. The boxing community is divided on the outcome of the rematch. Some fans believe Roach has the momentum, citing his performance in the first fight and his newfound confidence. One ex-user posted photos from the bout, declaring, "Roach is beating that fool again, mate." Others are backing Davis, expecting him to make adjustments and capitalize on his superior power. "I thought Roach won the first 115-113, but I think Tank will make adjustments and win the rematch," another fan wrote. The debate has only heightened the anticipation, turning what was once considered a mismatch into one of the most compelling fights on the boxing calendar. Both fighters have returned to the gym with renewed focus since the rematch was announced. Roach, training in Washington, D.C., is determined to sharpen his skills and capitalize on the opportunity to defeat a pound-for-pound star like Davis. "Once you in the ring, it's like no turning back," he said. "You definitely don't want to get caught and being burned." So, you got to stay sharp at all times. For Davis, the fight is a chance to silence his critics and reaffirm his status as an untouchable force in the ring. I'm feeling good, he said. We almost there. So, feeling great. The rematch has also drawn attention from other figures in the boxing world, including Shakur Stevenson, who has sparred with Roach in the past and believes he poses a legitimate threat to Davis. I think Lamont is coming in with a new confidence, Stevenson told TalkSport. I think he realized Tank can't hurt him. I think that's going to make him a lot more confident than what he already is. Stevenson's comments underscore the growing perception that Roach is no longer an underdog but a serious contender capable of pulling off an upset. The physical dynamics of the fight add another layer of intrigue. Davis, naturally a smaller fighter, has acknowledged Roach's slight size advantage. I think he's still probably a little bigger than me so far as size-wise and height, Davis said. However, he dismissed the notion that this would be a significant factor, emphasizing his own skill and adaptability. Roach, meanwhile, has expressed comfort at the 135-pound weight class, noting that it requires less weight cutting than his previous fights. I'll be more comfortable at 135 pounds, he said. 5 lbs less to lose. The rematch is set to take place in Las Vegas, with both sides committed to making it happen as soon as possible. The event is expected to draw a massive crowd, fueled by the controversy of the first fight and the drama of the press conference. For Davis, fighting in a neutral venue like Las Vegas feels like a homecoming, given his history of performing on big stages. It'd feel great to be back with the coaches and getting some of this cold weather and things like that, he said. Roach, too, is embracing the opportunity to shine on one of the biggest platforms of his career. Saturday night will be a hell of night, he promised. I'm coming with my tool bag. As the fight date approaches, the war of words between Davis and Roach is likely to escalate. Their final exchange before the first fight set the tone for their rivalry, with Davis declaring, "It's showtime now. All the talk and all the work I put in. Come fight night, it'll be a great fight." Roach responded with equal intensity, "I don't have much to say. I'm here to boogie. Saturday night will be a hell of night." The rematch promises to deliver on that intensity, with both fighters bringing their best to settle the score once and for all. For Davis, the fight is about legacy. A victory would reinforce his status as one of boxing's biggest stars and put the draw behind him. For Roach, it's about redemption and proving that he belongs among the sports elite. The outcome is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. will be a defining moment for both fighters and a spectacle that boxing fans won't soon forget.